Hello everyone and welcome to the most dangerous game there is to do. We have the BattleFY Community Cup Week 11. With me, of course, is the one, the only, SuperBadJuju, the worst of the Juju.
Well, thank you, Seeds. Very much appreciated.
So we're going in the game right now, just having some fun with the intro. We're off to a good start.
It's intense.
We're going in. We have a Clownfish Wraith going up against the team. This is, of course, going to be the tie-breaking match between Once a Dated Monster and Free Agents. The score is 2-2, but I'm not going to tell you who won last game because you guys probably haven't seen the rest of the videos. If you have seen them, then you can stick around. But if you haven't, you need to go back in the playlist and watch those videos because if you haven't, you're going to be spoiled on what's going to happen. And you already know it's a tiebreaker, and you already know it's 2-2. Oh, my God. Go back and watch them.
Oh, baby.
Go back and watch them. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble. So, timer in 3, 2, 1. So if you're past this point, then you're willing to accept spoilers if you haven't watched it, or you should go back and watch it and just avoid the spoiler. But yeah, so it is 2-2 in the tiebreaker. It is monster wins all around.
Yes, sir.
Cleaning house.
I mean, we've had some dominant monsters up, you know? I mean, we've had Veracor, Keith. It's just general, like, I haven't seen any unknown monsters. Like, last BattleFY, we had some new players coming in playing Monster and stuff, so that kind of shook things up. But here, we're seeing some good people on Monster who, because they've never competed in ESL, are allowed to be in their dominant role.
Yeah, and it's nice to, like, it's at the same time, it's nice to see some of the older faces returning as well, right?
Yes. I'm seeing a lot of people coming back to Evolved, and I mean, it's the best time too. A lot of free content coming out. Devs are still at it, you know. Like it blows my mind when I see people be like, "Oh, it's dead," blah blah blah. It's like if this is dead, I don't know what you're talking about. Like the devs, they're still supporting it. They're still at it. They still love it. Still putting content out.
You love it. I love it. We all love it. Everyone's having a great time. Why not keep playing it? And if you run into any of the new people that just picked it up for the holidays, make sure to give them some love and teach them how to play a little bit. Don't be a dick, which is one of the rules for BattleFY is don't be a butt. Sorry, don't be a dick, don't be a butt. However, you can be a Neptune salty butthole if you really feel like it, and by that I mean be a very nice girl who plays between about 12 and 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and regularly encourages people to be nice.
Savage Bandage.
Savage Bandage, a.k.a. Neptune Salty Butthole. On the Hunter team, we have Divine Tryptamine, Neptune Salty Butthole, One Troll, the Rule, them all, a.k.a. them all, but we give them a hard time and say them all. We have Icy Inferno as well, going against PH Keith, which this is a remnants of what we've been seeing earlier today, but Keith has been playing a lot of Kraken. In the tiebreaker, the team decided to go with a ban on their choose Hunter and ban a Monster, because it allowed the other team to check their size. They chose Monster, and they chose to ban Kraken. How do you feel about that ban?
It's a smart ban, absolutely. And as Arstroff has just said in chat, Wraith on Keith, what fresh level of hell is this? I honestly, I haven't seen Keith play a lot of Wraith, but I have no doubt that he'll probably mop the floor with them because that's what he does. But I would love to see them, turn it around here. I think they can. I think they have it in them, but we'll have to see.
This is the Current, as it's often referred to as the cancer comp, but I think we need to rename it as the boosting, like the boost comp, the boosters. I'm going to rename this to the boosters, other than cancer comp. It needs a better name. I'm going to name this the boosters, and by that I mean like the Val, Sunny Griffin, because they all require that boosting mechanic with the Trank, Poon, Trank, Poon, Trank, Poon.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go speeds. Sonic boosters, maybe?
I could go with that. Sonic.
Sonic boosters.
We need something with a good ring to it, though, But anyway, we can go in stage 2 here, and this is a spot that's interesting because on one hand you're cornering yourself, so you're going to get domed. But on the flip side, you usually end up with something you can kind of juke around and cause general mayhem. And it looks like Icy Inferno is separated here. He has a good chance to pick him off, possibly, and really cause some havoc before the team knows what's happening. And it looks like Timmy the Tyrant's down there causing havoc all by himself.
Oh, yeah, and the Mammoth Birds are all over the place, just dealing lots of damage. So it's just a non-stop punishment going forward. But that does mean Keith gets to stage 2. And since we're at stage 2, I think we're safe to sow choices right now.
Yeah.
But it should be enough time, because they like to wait a little bit until the first dome they requested. But I think stage 2 or first dome, whichever comes first.
Absolutely.
We have a 3-point warp blast, 1-point duck, 2-point decoy in order to make sure that he's able to escape and, you know, decoy, then eat if needed. We have movement speed being the choice on Keith versus this lineup. We have reload on one troll, movement speed on Icy Inferno, jetpack recharge on Neptune Salty Butthole, and we have Divine Tryptamine choosing to go with a quick switch. Very interesting choice.
It is, and usually, like, if I suspect they're gonna have a Val, I'll go traversal instead of movement speed, because Val's just kind of like, nope, you know, you get that trank and it negates it. Also, interesting choice for Keith going to decoy. Usually, in the pro scene, you don't see a lot of decoy. It's kind of looked at as whatever. You know, it's great in pubs, and maybe that's why he's running it, because, you know, they have some newer people on their team, but it's just an interesting pick.
But it's very interesting to see like what different options are available to you in a game that's based around evolving and changing your tactics, and just the fact that it's still at the point where it's almost a year old and we're still seeing things new that we haven't seen yet, and just the different way people are choosing to play. Icy Inferno, however, capturing Keith with full armor and doesn't have his full evolve meter yet. He's been kind of slow. He was quick to get to stage 2, but he's had a hard time getting from stage 2 to stage 3.
Yeah, he has, and I think part of that's because he's kind of been stalking them the entire time. I don't know, you know, if you noticed that, he's kind of always like staying semi-near them, looking, you know, for a good chance to pick somebody off.
Yeah, and he's doing a great job of it too, just constantly being aware of their positioning, and he's mitigating quite well in this dome, using the wall to his advantage and trying to make sure that he has all the space he needs. But he does actually go through, does connect on one troll, getting the stealth bounce, but however, one troll is able to drop down, leaving Divine Tryptamine on the high ground there. Icy Inferno starting to get those poons in to slow him down, and that poon will reveal his decoy if he decides to do it. Stealth bounce is now used, going to be using to mitigate on on one troll, making sure he's not able to boost anyone, but it also means that Divine Tryptamine is going to be able to shoot him in the rear with that Super Soldier rocket launcher as he's getting boosted around by Sunny. They're melting through all the armor, down to 3 bars of armor, 2 bars of armor, 1 bar armor, and they're just getting chopped right through. Personal shields now popped by Divine Tryptamine. Keith's going to have to disengage at this point unless he wants to sacrifice a good amount of health. As he's going forward, they're going to be able to see what they can get. Trank is now used, going to be able to use the Warp Blast, trying to get as much space as possible. Rocket's now used. Going to be seeing that Super Soldier coming off cooldown in just a couple moments, going right into the caves, trying to get some distance, breaking line of sight. But we're going to see more of these boosts coming out from one troll as he's just throwing out that mini nuke. We're going to see more people getting boosted forward. Icy Inferno will be looking to land that harpoon in just a moment.
Yeah, mad respect to Icy Inferno there. That was just harpoons non-stop. It was really giving Keith the hassle there. You see that? It was just harpoon after harpoon going right in his butt, and Keith was having a tough time shaking them, it seemed.
I don't care who you are or what you're into. No one likes getting harpooned in the butt.
That mammoth bird just took a little piece off him there. Was mad that he killed his friend.
No, not Jimmy! I like
Son of
Jimmy.
a bitch!
That's Jimmy and Allison. So, yeah, those are 2 mammoth birds, Jimmy and Allison. They've been lovers since high school, and
Not anymore, they hate.
he just watched his loved one die. Allison was distraught, to say the least, to see Jimmy die, but Allison got her vengeance, and she got to shock Keith for an extra little bit of damage and took off almost half a bar of health.
Brutal. What's Keith doing now? This is an interesting thing, right? You know, he's almost ready to evolve, and he's kind of feeling them out and messing with them.
I think he's trying to pull him back into this. Like, if you look at the foliage here, there's so much of it, and he'll be able to mitigate quite effectively here. So I think that's what he's taking into account. Yeah, see, he's going to decoy and try and get past Icy Inferno. Yeah,
he might just be trying to bait a dome somewhere to his advantage so he can split immediately afterwards and go for that evolve. Although, to be honest, like, I think it's in Keith's best interest to keep fucking with them at stage 2 rather than go stage 3 and go to a relay fight where they have no strikes.
I don't know, it'll be interesting.
Because Wraith, you know, has a tough time relay fights right now, I think.
It's going to be tough to do it regardless, but we've seen it time and time again. It's one of those things you have to play it flawlessly. We've seen Wraith, you know, survive with no HP time and time again, and it's one of those monsters that you have the evasiveness that you need, and there's no crow in this composition, so you'll be able to get in and out. So it's something you can't really worry about as you're going forward. You kind of have to accept the fact of, hey, I'm going to lose some health throughout the course of this game, but I'm still going to keep my cool. I'm going to get to stage 3, and I'm going to get my relay fight. Yeah, and they know he's still back there, so that's why they're not leaving. He has sound spikes on both sides.
Oh, here we go, coming out. And, interesting, like, usually if you enter, you want to try and take out the drone. You know, he just kind of went in hard there. I guess he's going to mitigate for this, maybe?
It looks like it. Based off of what I'm seeing, I'm going to say that he made that decision to charge right at the Trapper to force the dome to get thrown because he wants out of this corner. He doesn't want any more time being wasted. He's already been here for over 2 minutes trying to get past this, and unfortunately, he's not going to be able to do much else at this point. He wants out of this, and he wants to get to stage 3 because he has his evolve meter ready.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes you just got to bait that dome, live through it so you can get away and evolve.
So he's doing what he can, just trying to get around and going up on the high ground, going to be protecting himself as much as possible. Divine Tryptamine, though, staying on the low ground, making the smart decision to just shoot from low, get what little health damage they can, but do it from a safe position, because if he goes up there, immediately Keith is going to leave. They're on health damage at this point. Mini nukes coming in. They're going to be chipping through another bar of health, maybe get 2 before the dome ends, but the dome will be coming down in just a moment as he's almost out of time, and Keith knows it as he's just ready to burst, and there it goes. Here comes the boost going in, and going to be hitting Divine Tryptamine, who's going to be going forward with that rocket, trying to get the connection there. Shooting forward, doesn't quite get the connect, but they did get through that second bar of health, which means they're starting to chip away on bar of health number 3.
And like you said back there, Tryptamine made the smart call because Parnell is at his deadliest when he's standing still. I see a lot of people pop Super Soldier, chase a monster around trying to light him up. Guess what? You do more damage if you find a good position, stand still, iron sight, then shotgun. He is infinitely more accurate standing still.
So we're going forward. We see the evolve coming in. It is underneath the the helipad. Wow, brain fart. Forgot what's that big thing that helicopters land on? I don't know. But yeah, so the helipad is going to be where he's going to be evolving into the caves right below it. He is going to finish off his build with a 3 decoy, 2 supernova, only a 1 abduct, which is an interesting choice because he doesn't want the range. He just wants to use it for the juggle. That's a very interesting decision.
I gotta be honest, I'm not sure if Keith is just trying to do some crowd pleasing here or if this is his actual build. I mean, judging by his attitude going into it, it sounded like he was ready to play and get the tourney, done with. So I think this might be his actual build. I thought, you know what I mean? Like, it's anyone else, I would think that build might be not trolling, but goofing around. You don't see 3 decoy in comp. You don't see it anymore. I don't think so, anyway.
It's definitely a rare situation that we do see it, but it does have its place. If you're going like an in-your-face build, one thing that's been really common with Race is a Sky Wraith build, which is what we've been more commonly seeing. He's choosing to get rid of that shield drone, just doesn't want it up whatsoever, but we have started the fight. It is the tier 3 fight. Going for the relay, trying to see what he can pick up. There are no strikes on the board for anyone. His one troll is going to be looking for some boost. Supernova's coming in, trying to get the pick up on Neptune Sutton ball hole, and trying to see what he can grab, but isn't quite able to. Takes out the shield drone immediately. Here comes the abduct, going to be pulling up Neptune, trying to see what he can grab out of it. Does get a very low health medic who gets quickly heal bursted and boosted to try and keep it alive. Salty Butthole is now in the air, trying to see what she can do. Being boosted around by one troll. However, Icy Inferno and Divine Tryptamine are doing some great damage in the low ground. Keith is getting another pick off, grabbing up on the Salty Butthole, wants to get down the medic, trying to focus her down, making sure that she's not able to res or heal, but the heal burst and shield drones are being highly effective as that shield drone is doing everything it can to keep Salty Butthole alive, but it's not quite enough, and down he goes. Keith is now taking care of the medic, so there is no medic on the field. It is just down to 1 troll, Icy Inferno, and Divine Tryptamine in order to make sure that it goes down. Even the decoy finishing off that corpse, so they have no medic until the dropship comes in 2 more minutes. They're going to see what they can get. He's going to be disengaging at this point, mitigating because he got what he needed, but he lost a good amount of health from it. He's down to just a little over 3, and there goes the third, down to the 3rd bar of health right there. Divine Tryptamine just getting those shots in the while he can. They're going to be backing off maybe, or getting what they can at the range distance. Yep, there's a little bit of extra chip on that 3rd bar of health.
All in all, it's probably worth it. I mean, sometimes you just got to beat down that salty butthole, you don't want them keeping their team up, and you got to back off, armor up, go back in, and see if you can maybe pick a few more strikes up. Because at this point, it's really just a war of attrition, They don't have a medic healing them. They're just sitting ducks in a lot of ways. But Keith doesn't have a lot of health to work with, so he's going to have to be very careful about this.
One thing to note is that the decoy is being used quite effectively here, and it is a different style from what we're used to, and we're seeing him choosing to use it in a situation where it's like, okay, I'm going to use the decoy and position myself in a way that the AI goes directly for the corpse, that way I don't have to do it, which is a very interesting decision. And the 3-point decoy, as much as we give him a little bit of flack for it, it definitely got its cash value because it did secure the down on Neptune Salty Butthole.
Yeah, and what he's been doing is he supernovas and sends the decoy out. Which, is pretty effective. A supernova decoy can hit hard, and, a lot of pro teams are used to it and can dodge it, but I don't know if it's just, the chaos or, Keith is doing it really well, but these guys seem to be eating a lot of decoy hits.
it's going to be one of those things that's going to take time, and they did let him beat down the relay in order to buy them more time before the dropship comes in. They got 20 seconds, so even if he does get Divine Tryptamine down, Divine Tryptamine will have the dropship available, and they're immediate.
No shield.
Wow. I guess he didn't think he needed it, maybe, but definitely has to use it. Cloak is now being used. They're going to revive Divine Tryptamine, which means he's not going to be in the dropship, but it does mean that Icy Inferno is going to be the next target, which means Warp Blast coming in doesn't quite connect. Maybe see what they get. You need to get that boost on Icy Inferno, get him out of there. We need to see that boost coming out from one troll. Going to be trying to keep his friends alive, but isn't quite enough as that Cloak comes in. Just ran out of cooldown, which means that down calls Neptune. Salty Butthole coming down from the dropship, looking to see what she can get. We have ourselves a very low one troll trying to keep himself alive, but in comes the medic, which means it's down to Divine Tryptamine to keep everyone alive. Shield drone's now gone. One troll's now gone. Icy Inferno, it might just be a very lonely Salty Butthole in just a minute as the stealth bounce comes in. Drop zone is going to be coming up. Here comes the medic. Coming down to if she's able to break this charge. Here comes the break. Here comes the headshot. Bam. Off she goes. Off the body. And he's going to be doing it. Here comes the cloak, though. Going to be making sure they're able to pick up one troll. Divine Tryptamine is getting juggled super hard, though. And they were able to get one troll, but that does mean they did have to sacrifice Divine Tryptamine in order to get that down. Down goes the shield drone as well. It's just down to one troll who's going in for the res. Neptune Salty Butthole is on the run, trying to see what he can get. Oh no, he turned around trying to see if he could get one troll, but does, however, have 3 hunters up. 4 strikes on the board for these ones, and another one in the dropship.
That was kind of risky there, you know? Like, he took a minute to get a little bit of a snack, but it kind of let them collect themselves and let Salty Butthole get in there and heal everybody up.
And doing what he can. Here we go. We have another Super Soldier coming in. And we see a Super Soldier Supernova going around. All the damage is being pumped around, but they're down to 2 bars of health. Everyone's getting pumped up, trying to see what they can get. Everything's being pumped forward, but he is almost out of health. He has no choice. He needs to back off. Decoy coming in. That 3-point decoy is going to keep him alive at this point unless he gets revealed. Goes in. The decoy goes in and almost has finished off one troll. One troll is exceptionally low. Goes in for the finish. Has to go for that shield drone, and he does. But the mini nuke's right there. Here comes one troll. Knows the shield drone's there. Has to replace it. Here comes the Supernova connecting on 2. Salty Butthole. One troll going to be going in for the finish. Down to 1 bar of health. Needs to decide. Will he get Salty Butthole or will he not? He needs to get rid of Salty Butthole or he needs to leave and remove the salt from his own anus.
And it looks like he's not getting any Salty Butthole this time around. He's going to have to go out, armor up, and, you know, if you want to take the Salty Butthole down, you got to be prepared.
And just as a forewarning, this game is rated M, so I apologize to anyone that may be offended by the use of Salty Butthole, but it is her name, and I do not control this.
Yeah, we're just, you know, we got no say over this, you know.
Well, yeah, so we have 39 seconds left. The Trapper is on the field. Keith is right now in a dire situation going forward. He's exceptionally low health and needs to be able to get a quick focus down, and he's running out of time. He needs to get one down before the dropship comes back, force another one in the dropship, and then juggle the other 2 while those 2 are landing.
Yep, it's all about cycling at this stage in the game. When you got people with strikes and everything, you know, you want to keep 2 in the dropship, 2 out, until you can clinch the win.
Yeah, and build up everyone to that 2-strike meter, which then makes it super easy to finish off. Here comes the Abduct. Doesn't quite connect on Divine Tryptamine. Going right past him, which means that he's actually probably disengaged, or unless he's going to go... Oh, no, he's going in. He's committing. He knows that this is his window.
Yeah, he didn't take too much damage on that commitment there, and the team's kind of split up. You got someone dropping down, a little bit of confusion going on, and, you know, he's really making good use of that decoy, and it looks like they're getting used to it, you know, starting to dodge it a bit more. Going and trying to take out the shield drone right now, trying to make sure that he is free to beat on Tryptamine all he wants. Salty Butthole keeping in, trying to keep him alive. Sunny's boosting him around.
Trying to see what he can get. Abduct goes in, gets blocked by Divine Tryptamine, keeping up this Neptune Salty Butthole, making sure that they stay alive. Divine Tryptamine is on the low ground, using up that Super Soldier, trying to get it. It's just coming off now, which means it's just down to Icy Inferno, who throws the dome, making sure that Keith can't run. He needs to finish this off. He needs to get that quick strike. He doesn't have much choice. He has to wait for his opportunity. He is a Wraith. He needs to be slippery and slimy and get his way through. They know he's in the tunnel, so they're going to try and see what they can pick up here. Divine Tryptamine going to be forcing him out of the tunnel. He's going in. Here we go. Icy Inferno now on the front. Going to get grabbed, but doesn't quite get it. Unable to clench the fists around him as he just narrowly escapes the claws of the Wraith, pushing forward, and we see Icy Inferno is now getting juggled right now as he's getting healed by Neptune Salty Butthole. One troll is going to be on point with that boost, going to be able to knock him out. Here comes the Warp Blast for the Juke. Unable to keep himself protected for too long with that decoy, though, because Divine Tryptamine is keeping up the reveal. Trank is now used. Stealth Pounce is being used, and he goes back underneath. He's down to the last bar of armor, trying to keep himself alive. Minion Duke coming in. Everything's connecting. They're on full offense right now. Icy, everyone's on full tilt, trying to make sure they are able to finish it before Keith is able to run and get some armor. They know if he gets armor, it's going to be another engagement before they can finish it. They want to finish it now. They're going in for blood. They can taste it, but the dome is down, which means Keith is on the run, trying to keep himself from being hunted too long. And it's 4v1, and they are coming in for the the close. They want some vengeance from the earlier matches. They're trying to get the kill. Divine Tryptamine's going in, but he does try to get it with a rocket from the long distance. Unable to clinch it because the building's blocking his shot, and Keith is going to have some quick armor and bringing him into the next round.
As always, Keith proves to be one slippery son of a bitch. Whether he's playing Hunter or Monster, whatever, he is slippery. He's one of the slipperiest people I've ever dealt with.
And he just doesn't want to die at this point. He's going forward. He wants the blood. Both sides are trying to get anything they can, and they're just trying to keep it from coming down. The relay is built up, got some damage on it. Keith does not have full armor. He doesn't want to engage at this point. Would you engage at this point with full armor? Heck no.
Yeah, but at the same time, look at that clock. It's ticking down. You got a minute 37. Got to make sure that his next couple engagements really, make an impact here.
Couple? You're being generous.
I think he's got 2 engagements left in him. I think so.
Remember, with the last 2 minutes, timer does stop, so it will hold position. However, if he disengages, it will start again. So there is going to be a window where the clock is going to stop once he engages. He has full armor now. However, there's not much food left in this area of the map, and they are resetting themselves near the building in the middle, trying to keep themselves protected. One troll is on the high ground. Shield drone's going to be fully charged wherever that is. Oh, it's over there. Wait, what is he doing over there?
Yeah, I don't know about that placement. Also, they keep shooting at him. They're just pausing the timer. They're actually helping him by shooting him. They should be waiting for him to engage and letting that timer run down.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be tough, though. Oh, I know what he's doing. Okay, so he put the relay here. He put the drone over here. No, it's so that he can break it, so he can force the warp blast at a distance, then they can dome him, and then he can just replace it easy.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I could see that happening.
It's a bait drone.
Yeah. And it looks like Keith's not going to fall for it either.
Yeah, no, I see what he's doing. He's one smart monster. Here comes the dome, though, which means he's in. He's getting blocked by Neptune, who's going to be a quick spot for the supernova, but here comes the super soldier into a supernova, trying to see if they can melt through. Here comes the warp blast, going to be getting rid of that bait shield drone, and Divine Trickery starting to get low. I don't know if he has his personal anymore. He's going to be right now in for some hurt, as he's just going to try and get healed up by Neptune Salty Butthole, and there you go. Back up to full health. Neptune is on point with the healing, making sure that he's staying alive. One troll is trying to get some damage in with that mini nuke, and here we go. Icy Inferno's melting right on through. Here comes the warp blast connecting on Neptune, going to be making sure that she just gets stealth pounce, gets dodged. Jetpack boost from the side from one troll. Going to be making sure that Neptune does not go down, get boosted up into the air. Icy Inferno, however, is standing right above the entrance to the cave, making sure he's unable to mitigate. Decoy is now used, so they're going to be able to know exactly where he is because he saw him go in there. So they're going to try and break that down and see if they can break it in. But right now, he is choosing to mitigate at this point. He is at half armor. He knows that this engagement did not go his way, and he's just trying to keep himself alive.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in the game, I think this is why some people kind of, have a distaste for Wraith, is that, you end up in situations like this with Wraith where, you try to get that perfect engagement, and if you don't get it, it turns into mitigate. And it can either be really tense or really annoying, depending how the game's going. In this case, it's really tense because it's a close game. But when it's not a close game, you got Wraiths doing that. It kind of rustles your jimmies a little bit,
Yeah. Well, right now, he is actually full armor again, so you're right, it's going to be 2 engages. I didn't think he'd have time, but he was able to make it work. So, Hey, Keith, points on you for being able to do that. I didn't even think that was possible, but you are proving me wrong, and let's see if you can prove me wrong on this match prediction and prove SuperBadJuju right on who's going to win this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it looks like he just really wants to
He wants to pull him out of there.
Yeah, he wants to pull him out, he wants to be topped off. And I think he wants to try and, hit them from different angles. It looks like he's trying to kind of reposition himself. Maybe get him down here where you can use some of this stuff down here to line of sight him, But they're doing a good job picking at him. They are.
Chipping away his armor at a distance before getting close. The Tranks are on point from Salty, and just trying to see what they can get. And right now the decoy is being used. He's trying to go for the relay, and he wants to get it, but they know that. And look at one troll just making sure to constantly spam that mini nuke. He knows that his best chance is to get that relay. Here comes the abduct going in, does get blocked by the railing, which means that he's not going to be able to finish it. Trying to get it a little bit more clinched up. Divine Tryptamine is doing the rockets. One troll's just shooting. Like, I'm just pointing this out. That's all he's doing.
Yeah. He is not letting that happen. No, sir.
Here comes the abduct, grabs Icy Inferno. Icy Inferno is going to be coming off the other side, breaks line of sight from the shield drone. Going to be looking to get it. Here comes the supernova going in for the finish. Icy Inferno does have a shield drone behind him, which means he's going to be able to keep protected, but Neptune can't heal him over there, which means he's going to have to use a jetpack, which he does. Divine Tryptamine, however, is now on the low ground, has to burn his personal, because he does not have line of sight. He's going to be getting jetpacked up, trying to make sure he stays protected. And here we go. We're at fight number 2 right now with the last 2 minutes of going. We are the last fight, possibly, of what goes on. It comes down to whether or not they're able to extend and whatnot, but they don't want to overextend. They want to stay protected. They know one misstep, and this is going to be going downhill for them real quick.
Yes, sir, and absolutely. Knowing Keith, I wouldn't be surprised if we had another fight in here. He's not liking the way that this is going. He's kind of hesitating. I think he actually is going to try and wait it out and get himself another engagement. In his shoes, honestly, I would be trying to drop the assault, believe it or not, just because with that low health, you don't want people damaging you. I'd try and bait the personal shield, and then I would try and crush him.
Definitely. And he's doing everything he can. A personal shield is popped, and it's coming off cooldown now, I believe. But he is almost out, and it's going to be time. And look at this.
Yep.
Oh, look, the monster's right there on the right side of my screen. Let me just ignore him for a second and keep shooting this relay.
Yes, sir. Hey, never be too sure. What if that's a decoy? What if he's sneaking over there trying to get a hit in?
And here we go. We're at 51 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be stop time again. What's the actual time of this match? We're at 23 minutes and 40 seconds. This is in for the long haul. We've had some quick matches today, and we're going forward. And I don't know, but we're getting a little bit interesting at this point. I don't know, at least a little bit interesting.
Yeah, I'm liking this. This is pretty insane back and forth. Keith, quitting is not in his vocabulary.
Here we go. And yeah, and straight after the abduct, straight mini nuke right on there. Tries to get, oh, he got a hit in.
He got a hit in. Is this going to be his grand plan here? Win by beating the relay down?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're just going to start changing it over and have Parnell shooting.
Yeah, look at him. He's gonna, yep.
He's getting hit slowly. This is actually slowly working.
Yep.
Are they going to readjust to make sure?
Other monsters would get bored of this and stop this tactic. Keith, he's methodical. He'll frickin' do it, even if it takes 20 minutes.
Oh, he got him!
Oh!
Keith, you monster! Oh my goodness, here comes the Warp Blast. Comes in.
He didn't get the personal shield, right?
No, personal shield's still on. He's still able to go, but it doesn't make it any less painful. Personal shield's popped, and right now burning through the shield drone. Shield drone's about to be drained. Goes straight in and wants to go after Icy Inferno. He is actually almost out of armor, which means you have to disengage. Has to pull the abduct to separate him, which is exactly what he does. Goes right in on a Divine Trick to me because personal shield's gone, but he does actually boost away thanks to one troll who's going to be doing everything he can. Neptune Salty Butthole is on point, though, with the heals, making sure everyone's staying alive. He's down to 36 seconds. Needs to disengage and get some armor quick. Here comes the mini nuke, though. Are they going to be able to lock it down? They're on the last little bit. Mini nuke is now being launched, trying to get that reveal. He knows he's approximately in that area, trying to see if they're able to do it on the last bar of armor. Gets another 4 meets here, and he'll be able to re-engage quickly.
Amazing. I've never seen. I mean, I have, but not like this. A match stretched out. So many last-minute escapes. It's amazing. It's amazing.
He's wrestling my jimmies right now. Just going forward, and the round ends in 30-second timer has started. So the little notification saying, "Hey, bud, you're almost out of time. You need to figure out something." He's gonna go in.
This is do or die moment here. Do or die moment. Oh, another hit.
No, I don't think that one actually did any damage. So it was just a melee.
You don't think so?
No. Nah, see, there's no actual deterioration on the power.
Yep.
But he did stop the timer, though, which means he's going to have a little bit of time. He only lost 2 bars, but he isn't gaining any strike momentum. So in regards to his momentum at this point, it's pretty stagnant. You see more of the mini nukes coming out as one troll is literally just sitting here, and it's coming down to it. The shotguns are being thrown. Everything's being thrown in that relay because they know if it happens, it can't happen. Here they go. He's going to use it. One troll is going to be the one. No, is he going to be able to get it? There comes the mini nuke. Getting able to get it. Oh, he got a little bit more.
He got a little piece. He got a little piece. Is he really going to try and armor up again? Is he going? What?
I think he's going to go back in. There's nothing else to eat. What are you going to eat in this point? You've eaten everything. You're down to just foliage, and you're a carnivore. I don't know if you know this.
It's time to eat the hunters.
He's been trying.
He wants that, man. He wants that so badly right now.
Yeah, he's using the decoy to knock him off.
He's going to try and get around behind him. Yep, he's repositioning. Do they know? Do they know?
I think he's going to use the decoy now when he's underneath, and then he's going to go over and get another hit on that relay.
Yeah, he is determined to win by... Oh, look at him creeping. Look at him creeping. Here we go. Here we go. Warp Blast decoy, go back and hit it. Yes, that's what he's doing. Oh,
but one troll is just on point. Like, look where he is.
Yep.
He's just sitting there. He's not letting it happen.
Yeah, the whole team. Is he trying to feed again? Is he trying to feed again? Where is he?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. Yeah, there's the dome, which means this is a fight time. You have no choice.
They blocked the relay off too. They blocked the relay off as well.
I don't understand.
Here comes the decoy. He's been making good use of decoy supernovas.
So that 3-point decoy is basically the only reason he's still in this game. Just pointing this out right now.
Yeah, this is effective use of an ability that is widely considered, not worth taking in the comp scene.
Yep. I see Inferno quickly getting the harpoon, and that's trying to get him off that point. He knows the wall's coming down, and I'm
He's not going to engage. He's going to just keep getting hit just enough, send the decoy in, so that this dome can drop, and he can go back to his game of trying to beat the relay down when they're not looking.
He knows he needs to get one troll off that pillar, knocks him around, but does actually hit Divine Tryptamine, knocks Neptune Salty Butthole back, but one troll is still in that position, trying to see what he can get. He's down to 3 bars of armor missing, getting Harpoon in the rear, which is not ideal for any monster in any situation. And look, one troll's already shooting the relay again.
Yep, they ain't having that. That's a great play pull back there.
One sec, your trapper's getting abducted behind you. You might want to turn around and help him. Nope.
See, he's caused them to split their focus between 2 points, which is great.
Is he going to be able to do it? Oh, I got a quick mini nuke to the side. Doesn't quite get it. Oh, here comes the decoy. Is he going to be able to cloak it? Oh, he got a little bit.
Oh, I got a piece.
It's down to just that sliver.
Yeah. See, he's got
This is insane.
He's got, their focus is split. That's why that last time he was able to send the decoy around back and warp blast up front and sandwich him.
He's just slowly whittling this down.
Yes.
So you need to just rotate between Parnell. Like, they just need to line up on that ledge and just be like, hey, you're not getting this.
29 minutes.
Here he goes. Oh, and he gets quickly shot by Parnell. He's down to 2 bars of armor. He can't armor up at this point, can he? Oh, he can get 1 bar.
It's Keith. He does what he wants.
Yeah, 1 second. Let me just give you a whole bunch more wildlife. Like, what is going on in this match? Oh, he got another 2.
Is he? Yep. He's just pulling snacks in for later. Wow.
Alright, this area is now his lunchbox.
Yep.
And there we go. Here comes the supernova decoy.
Yep.
He's gonna go back in. Is he gonna be able to get it though? Oh yeah, they're just ignoring it. They're like, hey, we'll take the damage. We're not letting you get it. Because that relay is so low. Here we go. Abduct being used. Grabbing Divine Tryptamine. Divine Tryptamine's gonna get knocked down to the low ground. He's gonna be going for the finish. Does he pop the personal? Personal's now popped. He's gonna have to disengage now because Divine Tryptamine has now popped his personal, and Keith does not have the armor to sustain over through the armor. Parnell will just super soldier him in the face. Here comes the Warp Blast super soldier. Nope, it's just gonna be a normal one. They're gonna be shooting. And he's outside! Nope. Inside, outside, inside, out. What?
He's outside. This is his time. This is his moment.
Do it!
Oh, oh man. I don't know what happened there. He could have finished it.
What is going on?
Maybe he had lag or something. Like, he could have finished it there.
Sometimes it takes a second when you attack the relay for it to trigger. Oh man, this is insane. I think he's just gonna sit at the side here and just decoy spam until he feels comfortable going in.
Yeah, he's just got to take their focus off of that for a minute,
Took out the sound spike. Because that's your priority right now.
Hey, that sound spike did 100 damage to him.
Oh, yeah, that was critical because it exploded. Yeah, he knows they're just going to ignore him and keep shooting, so he's just going to sit here and keep doing his decoy. Force net. Oh, there you go. One troll just got popped right off. He just popped the top off the can, and he's just trying to see whatever he can get. Here comes the abduct going in. Does get Neptune Salty Butthole. Goes in for it. Here he goes in to immediately disengage because he has 0 armor now. They're going in for the finish. Are they going to be able to fit it? Does get the stealth pounce, which means he's going to be able to disengage at any point in time. But he chooses to stay, which means Dome gets thrown, and down he goes. Here we go with the one quick. Is he going to be able to focus down one troll to rule them all? And he's going in for it. Does he quick get the strike? Down he goes. Come on. No, and he's so close.
Oh!
Just trying to get it. Needs to get a little bit of armor, but there's nothing there. Trying to get it, and Neptune Salty Butthole is charging at him. Got the sniper rifle, and down goes Keith.
Well, you can't say Keith didn't try.
He almost got it. He was so close.
That was crazy.
If it was against a lesser Hunter team, that would have worked. But it was just
sir.
31 minutes, 42 seconds of gosh darn crazy, because I think we cussed enough during that match because it was bloody ridiculous. And we're going forward looking at this. That does mean that we have a winner crowned for the BattleFY Community Cup, number 11. And holy ridiculous going forward.
Damn.
I think I can retire from Evolve now because I just saw the most ridiculous thing I've seen. And I thought Nimp had the title. No, Keith.
Yep.
Play Monster more.
He doesn't even play Wraith that much. He really doesn't.
Play Monster more, Keith. But in the meantime, guys, this is where we do the quick fading fade out for the sake of editing because that was ridiculous. Damage done by Monster was 46k.
Oof.
Healing done was 37k.
Man.
That's what you call a good medic and good support combination. But we're looking at this right now. We have ended now. This is the end of BattleFY Community Cup number 11. Congratulations to our winner, a.k.a. the one troll, Neptune Salty Butthole, and all of our other friends here today, including Icy Inferno and Divine Tryptamine, along with their monster Varicor. They are now the winners of BattleFY Week 11, because I keep mixing those two up for some reason. And so congratulations go to you. You guys get your sweet, sweet Neptune skin, both teams. And I look forward to seeing what you guys bring forward next for it. And thanks again, SuperBadJuju, for helping me cast today.
Not a problem. More than happy. And I think it's only right that Neptune Salty Butthole gets the Neptune skin.
Yeah, that actually does make sense, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, should have seen that coming.
So GG, well played, guys. In the meantime, guys, we'll be back for the sake of editing for that quick fade in, fade out. For those of you watching live and for those of you in the VODs, stay tuned. We'll have more games. If you like the content, throw a subscribe, and that way you get to see more of it. Check out SuperBadJuju on all his stuff, including his Twitter, which is at SuperBadJuju, at Twitch, at SuperBadJuju, and YouTube is...
It's SuperBadJuju TV, I believe. I
There you
have to go digging, but you'll find me. Just Google it.
There you go. And for those of you that are watching, you guys want to see that again, it'll be in the VODs. Go down. There's a YouTube video. Click subscribe. It'll be up later tonight. So in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being awesome. We'll be back in a minute for those of you watching live. And stay frosty, my friends.
Mm-hmm.